会場の皆様、こんにちは。ただいまより、信教の自由と人権を守る愛媛シンポジウム、なぜ私たちは家庭連合を捨てないのかを開会いたします。
Symposium on protection of religious freedom and human rights. Why don't we abandon the Family Federation? 1951, the Religious Cooperation Act was enacted. It was based on the reflection of the persecution of religion before the war. What was the persecution of religion before the war? In particular, the persecution of Christianity and Nichiren Buddhism. Ladies and gentlemen, please examine carefully whether the Unification Church Family Federation were a cult, anti-Japanese and pseudo-dubious religion, or a religion prepared to sacrifice itself for the sake of the nation and the world. His Excellency Prime Minister, would you respect Grandmaster Nichiren Shonin of the Soka Gakkai? Would you not respect Honorable Samyun Moon of the Unification Church, the Holy Son of Heaven? Both of them are great saints who have endeavored many hardships and sufferings for the sake of humankind. On coming 22 February, a court hearing will be held at the Tokyo District Court. From then on, the serious deliberation will continue. I would like to plead to the court for the fair deliberation and judgment. Thank you very much. Recently, we have witnessed one-sided dissolution order request against the Family Federation. This is a clear violation of the principle of religious freedom, which we have protected and defended for a long time, and should be a matter of serious concern. It is greatly regretful that the a faith-based organization is denied of its existence without, by the government, without sufficient opportunity for explanation. I have observed Family Federation objectively. They serve the community based on their own faith. It is natural for any religious community to have different the convictions and beliefs. And that diversity is exactly the source of society's wealth. Promoting the coexistence of different faiths through dialogue and understanding is the way we should take. Why I would not abandon Family Federation's faith? Because I find value to live as a second generation in Family Federation. In second generation's Family Federation, people are kind of doubtful people like me, but very pure and simple-minded people, and also people with very strong character, like a society itself. Many people say, some people say that we are Family Federation is heretic and antisocial, and all kinds of the abusive words against us. But so we are just living normally, just chose the faith that my parents chose. So living for the sake of others is a very beautiful word. I want to live by, and also I want to live proudly as a second generation of Family Federation. When I have difficult, the other second gens were very kind to me, so I want to be like that too. So last 1.5 years, the Second Generation Association, we organized many symposiums, many intellectual leaders supported us. Then I'd like to share with you 3 things that I have learned. So first is a communication skill. So we have a faith and a belief. So internally we talk always the same spiritual world and about God. So we lost touch to the society. So we cannot speak anything else. So we cannot communicate with the people in the society about politics and economy. We cannot speak with people. Our communication is lacking, kind of skill is lacking. So I realize myself. So I like to learn many things in the society, read all kinds of books and all kinds of studies. So what kind of people in the society, the people are thinking, especially the politicians who moved to Japan. What are you thinking of? Are they thinking of what's the problem that they find in our church to move Japan, which direction? So I like to, through dialogue, also through meeting people and dialogue, we need to pass on our conviction to them as well. So, of course, we want to study what the society is thinking, we want to study. So especially terminology, we like to not only internal church terminology, people who don't believe in God, who don't know any religion. So we like to explain why we do not abandon family federation, why it must be family federation for each one of our believers. So we like to build up our skill to communicate. Here, it says, so freedom of faith, religion. So this is the communication skill is necessary in order for us to protect religious freedom. So here, title, please watch, why we don't abandon family faith. So somehow you are too severe on yourself. So let us relax. You are wonderful people, wonderful religion. I meet all of you. Please have confidence. So I talk a lot, but yeah, please, just I want to say, Sasaki-san said right now. So please have confidence, self-confident. So be proud of being the family fed. So please, you receive a lot of attacks. 30 years, you haven't done anything wrong. 僕はいろんなね、仕事やってますけど、素晴らしい。I get a lot of customers. So your wonderful compliance declaration is really working. So especially the Spiritual Sales Association, Lawyers Association, applied for the dissolution of the Family Federation 3 times already. But the court case denied that appeal. So government also denied that appeal. So you are better than before. Last 3 cases, so last 10 years, no court case, so very good. So last times the dissolution request was applied to the government, but 3 times government and the courts, judicial court has denied that application. So legally, it is not possible to have family federation dissolved. So number 5, so 1 to 5, 5. So, but the chance is less than 0.1% legally. But legally, I'm very confident. But as you may already notice, so judicial system might is listen to the public opinions. So public opinion can influence the court decisions. So it is purely up to you. This is my conclusion. Mr. Yonemoto talked about kidnapping and forced the religious conversion. So kidnapping and deprogramming, I heard about it, but I didn't realize that 4,300 people were victims of the kidnapping and deprogramming. So of course, kidnapping and deprogramming, it was shocking to hear about you suffering the mentally and physically. But this kidnapping and the deprogramming has already systematized. It is an endless loop. So this I discovered it. I was so shocked and surprised, especially people who are deprogrammed. lost the faith, deprogrammed. So this deprogrammer and also connected to the Spiritual Sales Lawyers Association, they're passing these victims to one to the other. So for my Unification Church, if you want to prove that you are already kind of lost your faith and leave your church, you have to prove to sue the Unification Church. Or you have to appear on the mass media. And the Miyamura, it isn't somehow it's a group. So this is a kind of mediator. And he talks to the television. He chooses the suitable former member. And this former member has to appear on the TV and say all kind of things, very much twisted things, or sometimes total pure lie. The very, very exaggerated bad images they would speak on media. So the stories on the media and also civil court cases, so many numbers. So become more numbers. So other parents of the other members start to worry about it. They go to Miyamura, and again the parents kind of had to went to the kidnapping, continue. So how the society would see us. What kind of things we don't know actually. So from your point of view, so you have met members and then you already declared and witnessed that the Unification Church are very good people and good place, you said. So, but what kind of side of ourselves, we have no idea. Could you please give us advice? Nakayama will speak. So legally, from legal point of view, so I have continued legal research, internal, the organizational research. So your system of the church structure is a church leader cannot push the members to give donations now because church headquarters values the popularity of evaluation of the members higher than money amount. So this is a very good system.
ですから、その家庭連合の皆さん本当に、
So family federation people,
中山先生
so somehow,
が自虐的そういう
so somehow you are kind of humbling yourself too much. You say reflection. Stop with your reflection. Sorry. Reflect and I'm sorry. Please stop about it. Yeah, stop it.
反撃せよっ
Fight.
てことです。
Just fight
と
against
もに
it.
立ち上がれ。
So stand up.
だから、なんていうかな。
Yes.
だから、皆さん、
You have to stand up.
聖戦に赴いてください。
So it is
私
a
はデモ
holy
ンストレーショ
war.
ンとかやってもいいと思う。
So
おとなしす
I
ぎる。
think it is
ここ
good
まで
to
黙祷さ
do
れて、
demonstration.
だ
You're
からまあ
too
それは受
quiet.
難だとか、試
So
練。
of course you are kind of as a
まあ宗教的
persecution
にあるかも
is
しれ
a
ませんが、
trial
もう
and
受難とか試練を
challenge
超え
and
てますから。
it's good. So
本当に
trial
戦っ
is
てほし
already
いと思いま
finished.
す。はい。
It's already too much. So please fight.
戦うっていうこのポイント、戦うっていうことに対して、やっぱりリステの方々どちらかというと、
So
戦いたいんだ
first
と思う。
generation can fight
す
very
ごい
well.
あの、
So they are really fighting spirit.
違い
First
がつ
generation.
いてる中で、
So first generation has a fighting spirit. The second
戦
gen
うのではなく
we
て、
like to somehow
理解してほ
not
しい。
to fight, but
まあ
we want
例えば
people to
言わ
understand
れそうですけ
us.
ど、反省してほしい。
So
私たち
maybe
は
I'm
傷つい
sorry to speak the opposite to you.
あの、
We
やっぱり
were
分かり合い、
hurt. Please
分かり合いを
understand.
一世
So
と
we
一世の分か
wanted
ち合い
to
また
first
離れ
gen
て
and
しまった
second
二世
gen
の分か
and
ち合いを
also the
したいと。
somehow we like to share the second gen who has left the church.
中山先
So
生
I'd
多
like
分
to
食事会で、異
kind
性
of
との
share
食事会、異性との食
understanding.
事会してるので、
The Mr. Nakayama had met some of the first gen and second gen in some dinner meetings.
アドバイスだったり
So, do you have any advice to us?
1世と2世の世代、
first gen and second gen, yeah, different indeed. But I met only for a short time. So I said fighting. So it is not, I didn't mean that you fight against people or kind of accuse people or bashing other kind of anti-unification people or so. But please fight with yourself. Weak side of yourself is your enemy. So kind of, you want to escape, right? This inside of yourself you want to escape. Please fight against your heart, weak heart. So also the good, strong and weak, many people think that the religious people are weak. That's why they rely on religion. That's why they go to run away to religion. So I really don't like it. So I always say, how do you think? Mr. Nakayama, how do you see the religion? And here is also the Shinto shrine priest is here. So religious people are very kind of, there are two type of people we want to kind of approach. Or yes, religion is something that weak people would do. That's not. But if you kind of follow religion, you become stronger. Somehow you live your life more deeper and more meaningful life. So this is what I'm convinced about it. So I would say to you, I wrote on Gekkan Hanada magazine. So I had some articles there. So I met some 3 second generation members. So it was already 1.5 years ago or 2 years ago. So it was the petition signature campaign, and he wanted to go to the Ministry of Culture, and you were rejected at that time. So I met 3 of the second gens. So I wrote it in my article. So people think that religion is a weak people's something. It's exactly opposite. So I wrote it. So 3 of you, 3 second generation, all of you said like that. So I can help the solving the misunderstanding of the society. I will publish a book in a short time. So I will write that aspect as well.
よろしいですか？弱い強いみたいな話になってますけど、確かに宗教が弱い人が頼るって思われてるけど、それは
something that weak people would do. So it is a laziness of religious people. So I'm studying Bible because all of my people who I respect, most of them are Christians. So Japanese, but actually all of the people that I respect in Japan is all Christians. So Kanzo Uchimura, so Shiokari Toge's book. These people who sacrifice his life for others. So therefore, so if you become strong, it's a task of religious people. So I understand that the people start to think that weak people believe religion, but strong conviction. So we didn't kind of share to the society that aspect.